So the blouse length is 25. Yeah. So the shoulder, divide by 2. In as much as now this particular one now, the shoulder is not necessary, but can you fix here in case if you want to make the one that has shoulder. So the armhole is 19 divided by 2. We have 9.5. The waistline is 18 inches. The underbust is 15 inches. The bust point is 11. So this is the waistline, underbust, bust point, and the armhole. So the bust span is 9 inches divided by 2, 4.5. So from the waistline, we measure 1 inch. Then from this bust point, we are going up by 2.5 inch. Connect this line to that place. Then you measure 3/4 this side, 3/4 this side. Then from the bust point, half inch. So we are going to connect it. Remember, this is a Victoria corset, it's not just any corset. So the next thing to do now, we are connecting from this waistline, not on the bust. So pay attention. So we connect to this, the bust point. So I connect from the waistline to the bust point. Same thing here. From waistline to bust point. Then here I'm going to mark half inch both sides. Half inch. Just like this. So now what I'll do now is to create the panels. Because it's Victoria corset, you can create any number of panels you want. So here I'm going to create like 2 panels here. So let me mark from this place 3 inches. 3 inches is okay, and 3 inches here, and connect to this bust points. Connect to this bust points. So the next thing now, from this waistline, I'll mark half inch, just this side. I'm not marking the both side, just one side. Then here, half inch. Half inch, just connect it this way. Then from this center, I'm going to take off half inch. This one is optional. It's optional. So if you want, if you don't want, you leave it. You can leave it this way, and you can decide to take off this half inch. It's optional. So the next thing is to get our sweetheart's neck. So from that 2 inches, curve your sweetheart neck this way. This one go this way. Remember our armhole, we have not inserted our armhole. So here we are marking 3 inches. Go down by 1 inch for shoulder slant. Divide the remaining, coming by 1/2 inch. So this one, you know, I told you this thing is going to be Victoria corset. So you can extend these channels the way you want. So the next thing is, sometimes you can decide to give it a sharp. There's some Victoria corset, you see a sharp, this place will be somehow sharp. You that is left to create any style you want for this Victoria corset. This up is not necessary, unless if you want to sew a gown that has yoke. You now fix your neckline and every other thing, but this one we are making, we are not fixing anything, so we are going with this one. So what we will do here is to fix our measurements. The bust measurement is bust measurement is 45 divided by 4. We have 11.2 plus 2 inches allowance, or 3 inches allowance, sorry. Then the underbust is not necessary because of this kind of corset. The underbust is not necessary, so we are putting on this waist measurement. So the waist measurement is 42. Open this thing. 42. So I give measure like this. So we have 3.4 here. We skip this dot. We are going to skip this dot. Skip this one and this one. So I'm measuring from this place. We have 3.3. We skip this dot and we have 5.7 here. We skip this dot. Then we have 8.4 here. We skip the last dot and measure the waist measurement. The waist measurement is 42. Measure 42. Add 2 inches allowance. Then the hip part, the hip is 48. So this particular design, I'm not removing this dot. So measure from here. We have 3.7. Skip the dot. We have 7.2. We continue, and hip is 48. Divided by 4 is 12 inches. We add our 2 inches sewing allowance because we want the waist to be snatched. So from this waistline, we are going to take off just 1 inch out. We are not removing any other thing from any other place. So we connect it this way. So this is, we know the back is going to be a bit shorter, maybe 1 inch shorter. So we are going to go up by 1 inch this side, just 1 inch. So the next thing to do, give me another paper, is to trace this Victoria corset. Okay, therefore let me cut this out. So before I start cutting, I need to trace out this particular center corset. I need to trace it out before cutting. So follow the lines. Not fair. So we are going to give it a number. Very important. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And you notch the upper part of it to avoid making mistake. Right, I'm going to say because hit a ball the parts, so the starting point. So this one now, the back measurement is 24. Remember the front is 25. So this back is 24. So because we are sewing two, we don't really need the upper part of this corset. So we are starting from the armhole. The armhole is 9.5. 9.5. So the bust span is 9, which is divided by 2 is 4.5. Then the hip measurement is 48. Divided by 4 is 12. So we are marking 12 here. So we divide the remaining allowance after taking off this our bust span. Divide this remaining part into 2 for our second dart. So this one, the armhole is 19, divided by 2 is 9, so minus 9.5. The waistline is 18, but because it's the back, we are going up by ½ inch, making it 17.5. So from this one, we are marking 1 inch both sides, and here half inch. Then the down part of this part, ½ inch. going to connect it this way. So now, this all the that we need. The next thing is to put the measurement. The bust measurement is 45. So that is 11.2. We add our 2 inches sewing allowance. The waist is 42. We mark 42. From this waist, we are going to skip this our dart. Skip this dart. So we have 3.5, we skip the dart. We have 5.5, we skip this dart and measure the waist measurement, which is 10.5 plus 2-inch sewing allowance. Then the hip is 48. So we have here 4.2, we skip this dart, then measure the hip measurement, which is 12 plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Then remember the waist, we are going to snatch it, so we are taking off 1 inch from the waist for the waist snatching. We'll connect it. Okay, it's okay. By the time I snatch the dart to have that figure 8 shape. So this one, I don't want to remove anything here. So it's optional. You can decide to remove 2 inches from the back for the lacing or 1 inch. But this one, I don't want to remove anything. So the only thing I will do now is to bring down the down part of this place because it's true. I don't want it to hang at the armpit. So I'll just go down a little bit, like 1 inch. Use my curved ruler to connect it to the armhole, just like this. This is the armhole line. So for it to go a little bit down, so I just have to go down by 1/2 inch.
This piece is not going to
for lacing now. You might have one lacing the corset. So now, 1, 2, and 3. This one is just 3. Another one. Remember that the other one is 4. It's 4 years. So mark the upper part. It's very important to know the up and down. No. So now, this is the back. Remember, I used to notch these two that is facing each other. So when joined, you know that you are going to join these two together this way. And this one is for this. I don't want it to be open. That's why I don't remove anything from the back. Sometimes you see all this